Hello, and welcome to this Marq training with the University of Utah on the platform. In this video, we'll give you the basics for jumping in and getting started creating professional-looking on-brand content with Marq. The number one thing we want you to take away from this video is you're never going to break anything in the platform. The more you jump in and experiment, the more intuitive it will be to create really great on-brand content. Let's begin. When you first log in, you should come to a screen that will look very similar to this. This is your personal home screen. On this screen, you'll see a navigation bar along the left-hand side where you'll have your own private My Projects folder, your own private My Images folder. Under My Projects, anything you make, create, or duplicate is going to go live in an unlimited storage folder that is private to you. Under My Images, you'll have the ability to upload images from your personal device to live here in a private Marq library. Where allowed, you'll be able to add those to templates replacing existing stock photos. Your most frequent stop is going to be here at the template section. When you select templates, you're going to see a collection of all the templates that have been uploaded and shared to you. You can certainly use your mouse wheel to scroll through them, but most likely you'll use the categories and filters here on the left-hand side or search for them by name. Once you find a template you'd like to use, it's as easy as left-clicking on it for a larger preview. Here you'll see the name of the template, and if it has more than one page in it, you'll be able to select through the multiple pages to ensure this is exactly what you'd like to use. Once you choose Use Template, three very important things will happen all at once. First, remember, you'll always be creating your own private copy from the template. This means you never have to worry about breaking, deleting, or changing that original version, instead creating your own private copy. You'll be able to name your private copy anything that you like. And remember, it will always be saved to your own private My Projects folder where you can come back to work on it later or export it again. As soon as we hit Create Document, we'll be taking our own private copy into the editor where we can start to customize it. Now, while there are a variety of tools in the editor, and you're certainly free to explore them on your own, for today's training, we want you to focus on editing the template as is. We want to show you how to make use of the tools available to quickly customize and export out. The first thing I want to show you in the editor is the Feature Find tool. If you're brand new to Marq, this will be your very best friend as it's going to allow you to search for tools, features, or functions that you would like to use. Perhaps I'd like to learn more about images or replacing images. I can type in the word image and I see a floating arrow that will try to show me exactly where in the editor I can find that tool. I can mouse down to each option, seeing the arrow jump, trying to help me find exactly what I need. If I get down to these question marks, it's not going to show me where in the editor that tool lives. Instead, it'll take me to the Marq resource library where I can read more about that particular tool or function. The other feature I want to demonstrate is something that's been applied by the admin team to help ensure your final version is both on brand and professional looking. If I click on any asset here in my private copy, and in this case, an asset means a text box, shape, or image, I may see a yellow, or in some cases, a red lock appear. These locks have been put in place to ensure my final version is both professional looking and on brand. A red lock lets me know I don't have any ability to change that specific element. It's locked fully in place. A yellow lock will let me know I have some ability to edit, but maybe not total freedom, and I can mouse over that lock to see what's been locked down. In the case of this text box, the position and size has been locked. I won't move it around the page or resize it, but I can freely edit the text. Let's quickly look at how easily we can change text. I can simply double click in the text box, and let's zoom in here on the right to get a closer view of that. The cursor will go live, and the text box is now highlighted in green. I'll see a floating toolbar that shows the tools that are available, and I can highlight through that text, type through it, delete, or replace. Now I want to pause here for one moment and draw your attention to the upper center where you'll see the saved icon. Marq has dynamic saving and will automatically save any changes you make. If I continue typing, you'll see it says saving and then saved within just a few seconds. I never need to worry about hitting a save button, and it's going to be saved at this point to the Marq servers in the cloud, not to my personal device. I won't save a copy to my personal device until I get to the export stage, but it'll always be available in my projects folder. While we're looking at saved, let's go ahead and look just to the left to the undo and redo arrows. These help ensure that you're never going to accidentally break anything or go off brand. They will simply undo recent changes or bring those back again. These are going to be incredibly useful as you first start exploring, as they're going to help you undo any mistake clicks, or if you accidentally delete something, bring it right back. The only limitation to these arrows, they're only going to remember what you did for the current instance that you're in. Not to worry though, you can always go to File, look at your own revision history, and see how many changes you've made, when they were made, and either restore it back to that version, all the way back to the first time you created it, or any version in between. Again, you're never going to break anything here in Marq. If we want to replace an image that's allowed, we simply click it and we'll see that option to replace image, and it will take us to our own private image library. Eventually, we'll have a photo shelter connection or be able to pull it in from shared with me and quickly replace images to adjust. We can scroll through each page, making the edits and changes we need, and if allowed, we can right click and delete pages we no longer need. Remember, if you ever make a mistake, we can use that undo button to even bring them right back. Once we're done editing and making our changes, we can choose that share button to see the options for sharing, whether we're going to download it as a PDF, PNG, JPEG, PowerPoint presentation, GIF, or MP4. In most cases, you'll be downloading as a PDF, where we can choose standard, print, or accessible. For this example, we'll choose print. We can choose which page or page ranges we'd like to download, what resolution, explore advanced settings if need be, such as color profiles or crop and bleed marks, and then download our copy, now saving to our personal device. Again, remember, all of your content is going to be saved to your own private My Projects folder, where you'll be able to review it later, open it again, or make use of it. You can always grab new templates knowing that you have unlimited storage, and even create your own folders by right-clicking under My Projects to sort and organize. While this video doesn't cover everything you can do in Marq, it should help you jump in and get started knowing that you're never going to break anything and you're going to become more and more comfortable creating really great on-brand content. Thanks so much and happy creating.